Dealing in international commerce and cross-border transactions is obviously a very complex business.
There's import-export problems sometimes. There's CAFTA or NAFTA laws.
As we expand into more areas in the world, a lot of these areas don't have good, solid financial institutions.
We had never worked in Central and South America before. It was a little bit scary for us. You know, a lot of the war stories and stuff you hear about it.
70% of the world's purchasing power is outside of the U.S., 95% of the population is outside of the U.S. We saw with the Great Recession of a few years ago that those companies that had existing revenue streams from overseas seemed to weather the storm better. Here in Utah, about 1 in 5 jobs in the manufacturing sector depend on exports. So it's very important to our economy here. It's at the micro level, it's important to a company, it's important to the state, and it's important to our country.
My father started the company in 1969. Our customers require from us what we call a seal-tight compressor. It's a high-end unit. It's oil-free, whether it's pharmaceutical, aerospace, manufacturing. Most of these units are set for lifetimes of 20 to 30 years. We have compressors on vessels, whether it's an oil platform, a support vessel for oil production, whether it's a diving support vessel. We have compressors on almost every major ocean in the world. We are on every continent in the world now except Antarctica. I don't know how we're going to get on Antarctica, but we're certainly going to try so we can claim every continent in the world.
Camel Scientific was started 40 years ago. We just celebrated our 40th anniversary. We design our products to be able to be used in extreme cold environments like Antarctica, for example. We have hundreds of stations down there. And then we also design them to work in hot environments or dry environments like deserts. Our data loggers and our equipment that we do makes measurements. Those measurements can be of different kinds of sensors, almost any kind of a sensor that's been invented. So we have these sensors in the field, and then we can store that information, and then we can transmit it. We can transmit it by satellite or telephones. We can get that data to where it needs to go.
Well, at Magic Space Entertainment, we promote Broadway-style shows and produce live theatrical productions, such as Mannheim Steamroller Christmas, Donnie and Marie Christmas, Alton Brown, Rain, a tribute to the Beatles, and so forth. You meet different personalities, and it's just a lot of fun to work with everybody in the industry.
We have employees overseas on a fairly regular basis. There are still countries in the world that don't take credit cards, and or at least they don't take American credit cards. We've certainly made use of Zions monetary exchange here, both locally, which is very nice when you can call ahead of time and they can have it down there waiting for you, or down at the airport.
We put on shows all across the country. We've also done shows in Great Britain, South Africa, and in Canada. We put out a lot of money for those shows in US dollars. But when we get that money back, it all comes back in Canadian dollars, for example. When Zions Bank took that over on our behalf, we saved tens of thousands of dollars a year in lower exchange rates and lower exchange fees.
Zions Bank via the SBA supports us in kind of 2 areas in our international exporting. One is the manufacturing of the product. Obviously, we have to support our facility and our manufacturing processes during that 30 to 120 day period that we build it. The other is the standby letter of credits. When we produce a product, our products are $100,000 to $1 million, and our customers require some sort of guarantee from us to ensure we won't default on the contract. And so we end up issuing standby letters of credit during that period, and those are funded via this SBA loan. We're able to do that with Zions as a partner and protect ourselves, really in the end, protect our customer, etc.
Well, Powerful Signal is about 8 years old. We do cellular amplification. That means what we do is we provide tools and solutions so that people can get stronger cell signals in their vehicles when they're in remote areas, or in buildings that have a lot of concrete and steel. Internationally, we have about a half a dozen countries that we provide product to. And that's the world we're in, is cellular amplification.
At Access, our primary goal is to connect people across the world with the products that they want and that will enrich their lives. We don't sell widgets or anything like Amazon, but a lot of our customers are buying from Amazon and they don't have a way to get that product. And so we have a cloud-based e-commerce technology system that integrates with the US-based e-tailers to control the shopping cart, to handle all the complexities of a cross-border transaction, duties and taxes, foreign currency exchange, and then is shipped through our logistics networks that delivers those packages to them in 3 to 7 days, just like they were living next door.
Over the past several years, the U.S. and Foreign Commercial Service has had a strategic partnership in place with Zions Bank. The key objective of this partnership is to try to help spread the word of the benefits of engaging globally. One of the key activities we've partnered on is on trade missions to a variety of places, most recently to Colombia and Panama.
We decided that we would go down to those countries and investigate because we knew that there was business there. We just didn't know how to do it.
This is when you're going into these international markets and somebody comes up and tells you that they can provide these services, you really don't know and have a lot of context to be able to judge.
We needed to set up some appointments with some customers in both of those countries, in Colombia and in Panama. So Zions Bank had organized with the embassy a gold key service that helped set up appointments.
In the run-up to actually executing these trade missions, we work with our offices in country to reach out and identify potential partners for the participating Utah companies. So there's a very lengthy vetting process in place. The idea is you're going to sit down with folks who know your business, they're interested in your technology and services, and they're ready to start building that relationship.
So the Gold Key service is very, very important because it really allows you to know who you're doing business with and to be able to, tell whether they're going to be the right partner or even an honest partner.
Our representative in Colombia, for example, was trying to set up appointments for us with some different customers, but they weren't able to get the time of day from these people. But by using that embassy Gold Key service that Zions Bank recommended, we were able to set up appointments. And we had really good meetings with several customers. We've already had 2 sales come from this trip within the last 2 months.
All the meetings went like clockwork. Zions Bank and the receptions that they provided with all the political embassy personnel was just amazingly good. We couldn't have asked for a smoother, easier, more beneficial trip.
Zions Bank helped us with organizing the trip, and we had a great experience with them. We still don't have an account with them. We're not opposed to doing an account with them. We just have established relationships with the banks we're currently using. I've been there in these countries with Mark Garfield and Dave Clark. I can see that they understand the international market. And they're a regional bank that's a Utah-based, and we're a Utah-based company. So if we needed some help internationally, I feel like they're good to work with, and then we could work with them.
Why not take the next step to come up with a strategic plan within your company to, over the course of the next year, take a look at 1 or 2 markets. Maybe it'll be a market where the next trade mission goes, maybe it will be some other place, but the resources are out there in the community through Zions Bank and the commercial service to help you compete and succeed globally.
We really appreciate our relationship with Zions and everything they do for us. It makes doing our local and international business so much easier in every way, shape, and form.
Zions Bank has, for years now, been a very solid partner for us in helping us understand and explore our way through doing international trade.
Having a relationship with somebody like Zions who can help us navigate those waters is very critical for success in our business.